Landeskog suspension. Did you guys see that hit? I would assume Ben did. You did too?
I did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
So he boards Kirby Doc.
He did a bad.
How do you think about that suspension?
So, I don't... So, it's not a good hit, right?
It's actually quite shite.
I don't know how I
fine.
feel about it. Like, I'm not, like, angered, like, super angered about it because, like...
You think it's too much?
No, I think that the suspension is worthy. The hit wasn't like so like atrociously bad. Like
it was more of a like
he got what he deserved, and
got
good thing Kirby Doc was still like half balanced off of 1 foot anyway.
Yeah.
So like it could have been way worse. So
it could have turned out. I don't
personally
way worse.
think like that hit right there happens 5-10 years ago. It's never called.
Oh yeah. No, I mean no, yeah. The league's gotten a little bit more
not a
conscious.
great way. Yeah, like
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm saying like saying like in the early 2000s. I'm like because in the early 2000s, the amount of guys who were getting like severe head trauma on a game basis.
You guys remember the Scott Stevens on Paul Correa hit? Oh my god.
Most hits Scott Stevens laid would be so illegal in the game. But like the entire thing that he would not be able to exist in today's NHL.
That's why, you don't see it.
That was a particularly...
So that's also
Paul Correa has said he doesn't remember parts of that game. Like, I think he scored later in that game.
He scored like a little bit later, yeah. Yeah, that's scary, man.
Like, yeah, it's good that things are kind of turning a little in a better direction.
It's also not the first time that Landeskog's been suspended for hits, I believe. I heard something, I can't even remember where it was, but I heard something on the radio, I think, talking about him and suspensions from hits. And I think it's like the third time he's been suspended for a hit.
I could see that, but I don't know. I haven't paid much attention.
Turning into a frequent flyer over there.
Yeah, I think it was a good.
It is what it is. Mike, are you frozen?
I was for a minute there.
Okay. You're just sitting there with this shit-eating grin on your face, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's just me.
I hope you freeze like that.
No, I think it's a fine suspension. I have no issue with it. I think the hit looked really bad because he was like one skate balanced. He was like down on his knee, and then he hit him from like 5 feet away from the boards, and it was just a lot bad.
Oh yeah, he definitely it didn't look good. I watched the replay a couple times because Nick and I watched it at work, and we're like, ooh, he kind of like he gets all charged up and just like launches himself into him.
Yeah. Especially, did you guys see the camera angle from like down on the ice, like up the boards? That's the worst one. His body just like crumples against the boards. I was like, Kirby Doc's gonna be out again.
When I saw it was him, I was like, come on,
let him play.
The NHL as a whole says no.
Yeah, right. Now, so that one's pretty unanimous. I don't know if you guys saw this other one. So Larkin,
that was some hot shit because like
I think there was a lot. We're seeing the return of shite reffing. It's back, boys.
Yeah,
that was so. Listen,
because Joseph like that wasn't a good like. I mean, I don't know how bad
it laid on him too.
It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but like it wasn't good. And fuck it. Like I don't know.
That's okay. So here's my view on it as a Lightning fan. Don't roll your eyes. I'm not Ben. I'm not gonna back my guy up. Joseph should have been suspended. That should have been 5 in a game, I think.
Yeah,
I would have done 5 in a game.
It wasn't crazy bad. Like it does feel like a one gamer.
Yeah,
like it feels like I'll do that, but like it's not like
because he didn't he didn't really hit him. He kind of just rode him into the boards, and he kind of however he cross-checked him or bumped him or whatever, he ended up going headfirst into the boards. Yeah. But Joseph didn't really throw a hit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I still think, but they didn't call anything.
Yeah.
Not a single arm went up. And then
I guess he probably could punch guy like just
that was worse. Listen, the hit was bad. Getting up and punching the guy full force with your gloves still on in the face.
Yeah, he nailed him.
I did kind of laugh.
That's worse. Okay, that's worse.
I'll be honest with you too. I laughed when I saw that. I was like, "Oh man, he drilled
I
him."
didn't. And I was like, "What the?" But then, oh man, you should have seen. I don't know if you saw any of the clips after, but John Cooper was. Furious.
I jumped into that game. Like, it must have been right after that happened, because I literally jumped in and I just see John Cooper going the fuck off. Furious. And I'm like, what is, I see the score. So I'm like, is he just mad? I didn't see it. And then later on Twitter, I was like, oh
yeah. The reason he was so mad was because there was no penalty called on the play. And then after everything ensues, Detroit ends up with a power play, which is how it should have been. But because there was no penalty called on the play, Cooper felt that was bullshit, which it kind of is. Call the damn penalty when it's there. But I mean, obviously he's going to be angry whenever he ends up on a penalty kill. But I think
he was quite, he was,
that was the most angry I've ever seen him.
He was angry. Like he was gone.
He was full on yelling F-bombs everywhere.
That's
if
also
it was baseball, he would have been kicked out.
Your boy John Cooper got signed longer too.
Oh yeah, he got a little 3-year extension, which is nice.
Yeah,
why not?
Like
hello.
I saw that and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Coach of Team Canada too, so I'm gonna be, I don't know who I'm gonna cheer for. Just kidding.
You're gonna
USA baby. John Cooper, who?
Fuck that guy. Chewing bubble gum on the bench all day. What the fuck?
Oh, dude, I said that during the game.
Wait, do I have to like John Cooper? Fuck.
Yeah. I said that during the game when he was yelling. He's like, God damn it, somebody go get me some more bubble gum. I'm out.
So anyway, back to the Larkin suspension.
Yeah. I think it's a fine suspension. I mean, I feel like it could be more. Dude, he fucking punched him in the face.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not like they started fighting and then he punched him in the face. He was skating by and just poof.
Yeah.
I understand they missed the call, but oh my God.
I watched Brady McNabb just full on sucker punch Nick Suzuki in the face in the playoffs in front of a ref. So like at this point, I
saw that too, and they didn't call it, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
At this point, I'm just like, I don't expect anything anymore.
There's no consistency.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. At least it gives him a little like, hey, don't do this. But I also think Joseph should have gotten something. You
shouldn't do that. Like as much as I saw a lot of people under be like, yeah, fuck it, like you should, he got boarded. I'm like, no,
take the gloves off and then punch him in the face.
Yeah, you gotta fight with proper etiquette here. No,
come on.
This suspension makes sense. Like,
but as a Lightning fan, Joseph also should have got one. Because that was from behind.
It wasn't a great play all around. And I understand why he was angry. Like,
me too. I totally understand it.
But probably don't punch a guy who's skating full speed away from you.
Yeah.
That's not great.
And the thing was, he got up, punched him with his gloves on, and then took his gloves off. Preparing
I think
for
like
everybody
the got
else.
up was just like it was like instinctual. He was like, yeah, fuck it. Like didn't have time. And then he's like, wait, I just did that. There's probably going to be some company.
I gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. And then like Ruda came in to get him and then immediately ends up on his ass with Larkin on top of him. And I was like, Ruda, what are you doing, man? Come on, bro.